Alright, so from the boss stage, as soon as you exit, you can go immediately to your left to find a staircase. On the staircase over here will lead you to the next area, which is the depths, which is the key that we got from the boss. And you can notice this guy over here. Now he appears to be alone, but actually as soon as you get out here there was a guy hiding in the corner. So it's best to keep them all like in your line of sight so that you won't be getting any backstabs. Same time as before, like whatever strategy you learn's best that works with these guys is what you should be using against them. So yeah, just continue on down here and you'll find two doorways. There's one up the stairs and then there's one that's below, down the stairs over here. The one down here goes to the depths, while the one up the stairs lead back to the Firelink Shrine. So it's a really useful shortcut that you can go back to. So over here you're going to find a tunnel, and immediately on your right you're going to find a another undead merchant. They're going to sell some moss, the one that'll cure poison, the one that cures toxin. Feel free to invest in any of these because being poisoned in one of the later levels is going to be really common, so it wouldn't hurt to buy one of these. What I decided to buy were some of the purging stones, because curses, you might end up getting cursed in the next level as well, and getting curses is a huge setback, so it's better to be safe and just spend 6,000 souls. So yeah, you probably already recognize this little tunnel over here. It's going to take you directly to the Firelink Shrine, and then from there you'll be able to refill your Estus flasks, level up, and maybe just rest a little bit now that you're in a safe, familiar area. Okay, so here we are back in that tunnel. I've already refilled all my Estus flasks, so I can feel a little bit more safe. So you just have to make your way back to that other doorway, and then we'll be able to use that key to open that door. Now you can see that I've already opened it. The reason why I'm all the way back here is because I ended up dying because I got careless at one point, so just bear with me here. So yeah, first thing you're going to notice is this guy behind you. It's best just to wait for these guys to attack you first, because they do attack quickly. They're no different from the hollows that you fought against earlier, other than the fact that they do a little bit more damage and they have a little bit more health. So yeah, if you end up finding yourself getting frustrated, just try not to rush things like I did. Yeah, the best thing to do is just play defensively and just counter-attack every attack that they do, because they will attack you. Now on the level below us, there's actually a mini-boss. I just call him the Butcher. I'm pretty sure that's what his real name is, but yeah, he's gonna attack you later when you get too close to the bridge or fence or whatever. But yeah, he's actually not too difficult a boss to fight against. You just have to, he's actually not that much more different from Hovel, except he does a lot less damage, and I'm pretty sure he has less health and resistance as well. The only real problem that you're going to encounter against this guy is that he does have that dog, which fights a lot quicker than he does, so if you get hit by that dog, it'll leave you a little bit open to whatever attacks this guy will have. The best thing to do is to not take him head on, but rather just kind of run back, give yourself some breathing room. He has no choice but to follow you, so you don't have to worry about him just getting bored and then walking away like some other enemies might. So yeah, over here you can get some breathing room, heal a little bit, and then you can go back. And if you're lucky, actually, the dog might get stuck with this guy in the doorway, so it'll leave them open to like a firebomb. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the most out of that. So yeah, Just like Hovel, you just have to circle around this guy, set up some backstabs, and once you do that, he's actually not that bad. Although his swings do have quite a bit of reach too, so be mindful of that. So yeah, just keep on circling him, set up some backstabs, and then this guy will be done. Alright, sometimes this guy drops some items. He's not the only one that you're going to find. You can find a second one later on in the level. He can either drop his mask or he'll drop his weapon. Both of them aren't especially useful, but they're pretty cool to have. So once you're down here in the kitchen, you can find one more dog. And you're going to find a treasure chest, actually, that holds a large ember. A large ember, you can give that one to Andre. And then you'll be able to modify your, or reinforce your weapons by another +5. So if you already have a weapon that is already +5, you can upgrade it to, I think, +15. +15, +10, can't remember, but yeah, you're able to upgrade it to a much higher level, making it a lot stronger. Now, down over here, you're going to find some water, some shallow water, making it a little bit more difficult for you to move, and 2 more dogs. The best thing to do is just to take out those dogs one at a time, like you've always had. So yeah, once you've taken care of those 2 guys, you can make your way to the other side of the shallow water. And when you go to your right, you're gonna just find more places into the dungeon that'll lead to these guys over here. So yeah, the best thing to do again, take out the small guy, so you can devote all your attention to the butcher. There isn't as much room like last time, but it's still pretty easy for you to set up backstabs in this area. Now, when you try to block, it does a lot of pushback too, so you can't really counterattack. He's just like your typical large mini-boss. Now that guy's taken care of, you can head to where they were standing. It leads towards another NPC, who's a Pyromancer. Now, if you already learned Pyromancies, then you don't have to worry about, like, well, actually, it's much more useful. The reason why it's much more useful is because you'll be able to buy more spell counts, and yeah, it'll just make you a little bit more powerful as well, because you'll be able to upgrade your Pyromancy Flame, which is the best thing about this guy. And the good thing about a Pyromancer, actually, is that they always start off at level 1 for the starting class, and then after that, like, you're able to upgrade to whatever stat you want. So if you want to go Warrior, no problem, because you don't get any stat bonuses for doing Pyromancies, which is really useful.
I would have been a supper, been eaten alive. Thank you. I am Luexius. Oh, hello.
Also, later on in the game, you're going to encounter some enemies that are heavily resistant to spells, which is something that sorcerers have to look out for. So if you've already started with a sorcerer character, one thing that you can do is also use a Pyromancy if you don't feel like using a melee weapon. Because Pyromancy, as far as I can tell, they're able to reliably do damage on pretty much any enemy that isn't fire-based, but you're only going to find like 2 areas where fire-based enemies are the main thing that you have to deal with. So you drop down here, you can find a little mini-boss. It's a rat, like this huge rat. you don't have to worry about him respawning. He's just like your average mini boss. And actually, you can snipe him from here using a ranged weapon or a spell or Pyromancer or whatever. Now, for me, since I don't have any Pyromancers or sorceries, I have to use my fire bombs. Like, really, there's no reason for you to jump down and fight this guy. So I won't show you how. Yeah, easily done. You can pick up whatever he drops, and whatever drops are in this area. Oh, and something I forgot to mention a few seconds ago, we found the spider shield. This is just like the one that the bandits have. So it's not bad. It has poison resistance and it's able to have that 100% melee protection. Over here you can find a shortcut. Just continue hanging to the left, like continue pushing left on your joystick. And then yeah, this is a really big shortcut that allows you to skip an entire chunk of the game, or this annoying level.